She has a bigger reaction to wearing Noah's clothes than Viz's. Amane and I are siblings. Now we're also a couple. Let's just hope that Amane doesn't have the same backwards thinking that Sora does in terms of how she still wants to be brother and sister because brother and sister is more permanent than girlfriend and boyfriend. But the situation is the same as we laid out that night. We can't tell others about our relationship. No shit. We can't seek understanding or acceptance. And we crossed the line knowing this very well. Imposing our decision on others like that would be incredibly selfish on our part. Thus, our everyday lives haven't changed very much, even after that. Hey.
あら、おはよう。
おはよう、リク。すぐに朝ごはんの準備をするよ。
Huh? Oh, you're fine. I can take care of it. They're gonna have to keep up with their banter between each other, but you know, they have to say it in a way where they won't catch on that the banter between the two has been slightly changed. But, you know, there's gonna be a problem.
気にしなくていいよ。
Because it's kind of hard for Amane to keep calling Riku a siscon when she herself is a brocon a lot more than he is a siscon, but you know. She says, walking over to the kitchen, it makes me feel a little weird, but I guess I don't have to cook every morning. I guess I'll let her take care of it. Actually, aren't you late for work?
今日は土曜日でしょうが。
Oh, is it? I kind of lose track of what day it is lately.
これだから夏休みの学生は。ああ、羨ましい。
Yeah, that's definitely the reason why he lost track of time. Huh? Where's Dad?
あの人は休日出勤。仕事が忙しいみたい。最近帰ってくるのも少し遅いし。
Well, he's working hard for the family.
私はちゃんといたわってるわよ。むしろいたわってないのはあんたたちでしょ
う。Yeah, sorry. I'm definitely thankful to them for working so hard, and so that I don't have to work so hard. And I feel a little sting of pain in my chest thinking we're keeping such a huge secret from them. It's definitely a secret that should never be let out. But this is something we can't come clean about, especially to them. It's our secret to bear. Yeah, unlike in Riddle Joker, where, you know... Why am I blanking on the main character's name? Where the main character eventually does come out and confesses to his dad that he is dating Nanami. In this instance, Amane and Riku are actually siblings. Satoru and Nanami aren't actually siblings, unlike in, unlike Riku and Amane. So he can't really come out and say anything to Yuzuki or his dad. Especially his dad. That's what we decided on together. Yeah, I'm thankful. The only reason we can enjoy our vacation is because you two work hard to support us. I really appreciate how hard you work, even if it doesn't show sometimes.
そう？まあ、そう言われて悪い気はしないわね。でも。
And you know the other thing? Riku can't even tell Noah that his problem with his peanuts is fixed, because she would also get suspicious as to how that worked, how he was able to get over that.
そういう感謝の意をたまにはお父さんにも伝えなさい。
How he was able to fix that.
きっと喜ぶわよ。
Shut up. Oh, well, he'd probably be happier to hear it from Amane.
あんたから言っても喜ぶわよ。確かに天音を溺愛してるけど、リクが可愛くないってわけじゃないんだから。
I highly doubt that. I know, but he really spoils her too much sometimes. I remember when she begged a little, and he got her that gaming PC the next day. It was a $5,000 gaming PC. And when I wanted a computer, he looked at me like I flushed his coffee beans down the drain.
あれに関しては私も文句言ってるんだけどね。思春期の愛娘に嫌われたくない男親の悲しきさがってやつかしら。
You complained to him, but that didn't change the fact that Riku did not get a PC that day. He still got he got Amane's fucking hand-me-downs.
まあでも家計から出てるわけじゃないし強く文句も言えないのよね。あの人が頑張って稼いでくれてるからこんな風に暮らせてるわけだし、お金の使い方まで縛るのはね。
It's not like I'm asking to get the same spending money Amane gets, but I guess it'd be nice if he showed some of that affection to me too.
感謝の言葉とともに言ってみれば、一年に一度くらいはあまねみたいな扱いをしてくれるんじゃない？
What, like on my birthday?
おはよう。
I'm sure now that Riku and Amane are dating, right? Amane can convince her dad to do some things for Riku, you know?
おはよう、あまね。
あれ？仕事行かなくていいの？
No, you made the same mistake as Riku did.
どいつもこいつも。
っていうか、なんか私の話してた？
別にあんたの話ってわけじゃないけど。
Just about how dad can't stop spoiling you.
まあでもほら、しょうがなくない？お兄みたいな不愛想の笑顔より私みたいな可愛い笑顔の方がお父さんも見たいだろうし。えへ？
That smug smile of yours really pisses me off though.
お兄もさ、普段からもっと愛想よくすればいいのに。
Leave me alone.
ご飯の準備できたよ。あ、食べる食べる。
That's mine. It's our usual everyday morning until I get to my room and...
お兄好き。
So this is how it's gonna be from now on, isn't it? Amane gets in and hugs me from behind. I'm amazed at how quickly she changed her attitude and tone towards me.
ごめんね、お兄。さっきは生意気なこと言っちゃったけど、いきなり態度を変えるのも変かと思って。
I know that. And you being cheeky and smug is nothing new.
お兄、生意気な方が好き？
No, you're really cute when you have that nice bright smile on your face. I really like people who always have a smile on their face. For example...
つまり、私？やだ、照れる。お兄の褒め方遠回しすぎ。お兄って恥ずかしがり屋だよね。
Objectively speaking, Kohibari would be more in line with what I described. Yeah, but I'm doing her route last, so unlucky. I guess Amane getting on my nerves will never change. But now I find even that sort of adorable. Maybe realizing my feelings for her has made me notice things I didn't know I felt before. Not that I'd blurt any of this out just to ruin the mood, mind you.
何？どうかした？
It's nothing. You're definitely my number one, but only after a different number one.
は？1番 ?2 番がいるってこと？
Don't get all defensive now. I'm just talking about friends. There's Mom and Dad and Noah, then our classmates and stuff. Yeah, but, you know, Noah was the previous number one. You know other people than me too, like Mikuni and your classmates, right?
少なくとも異性の友達はいないもん。そういう意味で言うとさ、お兄って結構ハーレムだよね。
Well, that's because he's the main character of a visual novel. If Amane was the main character of the visual novel, it'd be a reverse harem.
ノアちゃんいるし、くるみ先輩も、かぐやさんや織江さんも、あとふみかさんとか。周囲の誘惑が多すぎる。
Too many temptations. And yet he still chose you, so I don't know why you're getting jealous over them. Fumika's my teacher. Don't put her in that bag. Don't put her in that bag, would you? What? Don't put her in that bag, would you? What? Never mind. Okay, chill out. You're the only woman who's important to me. You're the only one I'll ever protect. And also his mum, but, you know... What else do you want me to say?
もう一回言って。
You're the only one for me. Yeah, you know what he hasn't said yet? He hasn't said he loves her. Oh, well, in this scene. Her mood lights up, and she starts nibbling on my neck playfully. That doesn't sound like playful. That doesn't sound playful. Whoa, you could be really clingy, huh?
ごめん。痛い？
Dating his sister, but talking about dating his teacher is just ridiculous. Yeah, it's, you know, why would he ever want to date an older woman? No, but how long are you gonna keep biting me?
もうちょい。
Especially in an area that other people could see.
ほら、お兄が他の女に籠絡とかされないようにさ、マーキング？キスマークつけちゃおう。
Hey, stop that. We'll be in trouble if someone notices a bite mark on my neck.
嘘、冗談だってば。そうじゃなくって。
Well, no.
暴露画面だ。
A hickey isn't a bite mark, alright? It looks closer to bruising than a bite.
なんかこれ、落ち着くんだよね。最近ちょっと歯がムズムズしてたような感じがあって。
You still have your baby teeth or something? Little brat. Uh-oh. Ow, you're biting too hard. Sorry, I didn't mean that.
そのクソガキの体であれだけ見事に勃起しといてよく言えるね。
You don't need to point that out. I'm, deeply ashamed of my words and deeds. Deeply ashamed of my words and deeds.
ザーコ。
Oh shit, she's gone back to calling him Zako.
っていうか、今後もお兄を勃起させるために必要なことなんだよ。これは。
What do you mean?
必要なのは甘噛みじゃなくて吸血なんだけどね。
You must mean the whole Diablo influence thing, right? There's no doubt I got an erection from Mane that night. But ever since, I haven't had morning wood at all. Not that I remember, at least. I chalked it up to me being just being thoroughly satisfied after coming 3 times in a row that night we had sex. That's what I kept telling myself, but I guess it's just not the case. So the problem isn't solved yet, it seems. Maybe the reason things have calmed down since summer break started lies with Amani as well. She's been drinking my blood, so Diablo's mana has decreased. Maybe that's the reason we haven't had unwelcome visitors from the other world. I guess.
何かの折にいきなり大量に減らすより、毎日ちょっとずつ吸血した方がいいんだって。
See, the problem with that explanation is that it doesn't really fit with Noah's route. Yeah, I think it'd kill me if you drained all my blood one day. And you'd probably get a hangover.
ってことで、吸血していい？
Or just drunk, you know? The thing that happens before you're hungover? Sure, considering the whole Diablo thing, I think it'd be better if you did. But, are you gonna be fine? I know it's just a little bit, but you're still taking in the mana every day. Is it not gonna make you sick at some point?
あ、 それは平気だと思う。気をつけなきゃならないこととか別に忠告されてないし。
Alright, go ahead then.
それじゃあ、はーん。
Her faint breathing tickles my neck, and then a familiar stinging pain hits me. This is also going to be noticeable. The room goes silent, and all that fills my head is the light clicking of her throat. If they saw us like this, I'm sure our parents would sit us down for a talk. Or maybe I'm just worrying too much. No. I think they'd do more than just talking. Even so, it'd be better to keep these sorts of displays private. I turn my attention to the room's door, trying to listen for anyone approaching from the outside. And as I do so, the feeling that we're doing something wrong grows more intense. Okay, you need to... That tickles.
舐めておいた方が傷も早く治るんだから。
If all they do is sit you down for a talk, I'd say you got off easy. Correct. I wouldn't be surprised if the dad started beating the shit out of Riku if they caught him with Amane. Is that a vampire thing?
みたいだよ。で、お兄の方は平気？
Well, I pat myself to make sure everything is in its place. I don't notice anything unusual. I stretch out my shoulders and neck, but I don't feel any pain or discomfort. I'm feeling fine.
そっか。それじゃあ、おにっぽの方はどうなのかにゃ？
Bro cock. So you've got Mass Broation from Michael T. Cupid, and now you've got Bro cock from Angelic Chaos. She also said little, but you know, don't start, idiot. She slides her hand down my legs, but I gently brush it away. Dad's not home, but Mom's down there.
ちゅー。まあ、それはわかる。バレにつながるようなアピールはすべきじゃない。私もさ、わかってはいるんだよ。でも、外でイチャイチャできないし、休日も我慢するってなるとさ。平日だけでしょ？しかも夏休みが終わったら夕方だけだし。覚悟はしてたつもりだった。でも実際にこういう経験をすると想像よりも辛いんだなーって。
I decided to make Amane happy myself, and yet, if this is how things have to be, will I end up hurting her instead?
あ、違うよ。ごめんね。お兄を責めるつもりはないんだよ。
You're right. Summer break is supposed to be special, and we just started dating. We have to go out and make some memories.
いいの？
It's summer, so we could go to the beach. You've only worn your new swimsuit the one time, right?
嬉しいけど、でも可能性は低くても知り合いに会うってことも。
Well, that doesn't change the fact that Noah's going to see you every time you two decide to go out on a date, so I don't see a problem.
絶対に知り合いのいない遠くの海に行くって話でもないよね。
I know, but honestly, would it be that weird for siblings to go to the beach together?
一般的ではないでしょう。家族みんなでならまだしも、私とお兄の年くらいだとさ。
The answer is yes, it would be weird if no one else other than you and your sibling are at the beach. And by no one else, I mean the family. If the rest of the family isn't at the beach as well. Yeah, it would be more unusual if we went with friends. More natural if we went with friends. If someone happened to see us and decided to spread rumors, it'd be really bad for us. And the worst part is, the rumors would be true.
でも海に行くのはいいかもね。
Huh?
二人でじゃなくてさ、もう一回みんなで。ほら、どのみちノアちゃんはお兄から離れるわけにはいかないんだし。下手に二人っきりになろうとすればするほど難しくなるような気がして。みんなで海に行ってさ、とにかく思い出を作るっていうのもありかなって。
Yeah, you have a point. And even last time, we had some alone time. Even last time, we had some alone time when we wanted it. Though either way, I don't think we'll be able to have sex on the beach. No shit. But we'll still be able to make memories together.
そうだ、いっそ泊まりとか。
We'll be able to make CG together. What?
午前中に向こうに着いたとしてもさ、夕方に帰るってなると割とバタバタするでしょ。それにさ、泊まりの方がお兄と二人のチャンスも増えそうだし。
Well, I better call everyone and see if they're available.
まあそうだね。夏休みだからって引きこもっているのはもったいない。
Imagine he called Noah instead of fucking messaging her. I mean, instead of going to her room.
それに僕の使命はリクを守ることだ。リクから離れるわけにはいかないからね。だから、僕も一緒に行こう。
So like, Noah's gonna catch them, right? I feel like this would be a very obvious. I feel like this is a very natural progression in their relationship. Noah's gonna walk in on Riku and Amane doing some stuff, right? It's a lot harder to imagine the parents walking in, right? Like when Yuzuki walked in on Noah and Riku, but Noah walking in on them is definitely something I could imagine. So like, how's she gonna react?
構わないわよ。今のところは他に要件もないし。
しかし、泊まりですか。
あら？何か問題になるようなことあったかしら？
I hear some stuff.
何をおっしゃっているのです。部屋です。姫様が宿泊するともなれば、それなりの部屋を用意しなければ。
Sakusaku is great for a story about the consequences of being caught, as is Yoshigano Sora. Yeah. But Yoshigano Sora is exclusively about the incest, right? There's no other route other than the dating your sister one.
確か、スイートルームと言うんでしたか。今すぐそちらを抑えねば。
But Sakusaku, I mean, we'll get to that one eventually, right? I have Sakusaku. So, I'll be playing that eventually.
行く行く、めっちゃ行く。どこまでも行く。
There are other routes to in it. Oh. The sister was jealous in the other routes. I was thinking more of the anime. Thankfully, everyone seemed really eager to go to the beach again.
天使創造リブート。
今日よね。確か泊まりで海に行くのって。
すまない。僕の分まで出してもらって。
いいわよ、これくらい。ノアちゃんにはアマネとリクがお世話になってるんだし。
The anime had the other routes too. It's been a while. I don't remember. The only thing I remember is the incest, alright? That's the main thing people remember about Yosuke though.
みんなで遊びに行くのなら保護者として当然のことよ。
ありがとう。
楽しんでらっしゃいな。こっちのことは気にせず。せっかくだから私とお父さんも美味しいものでも食べてこようっと。夕食を作らなくてもいい日なんてめったにないしね。
Thanks, Mom.
どういたしまして。それじゃ私は行ってくるから戸締まりだけはしっかりとね。
いってらっしゃい。しかし本当にいいんだろうか。
By far the best route for the drama. I mean, obviously. They're blood related siblings, and unlike Angelic Chaos, which I don't think they'd go down, Yosuke actually tackles that consequence of siblings falling in love with each other. It's cool. Our parents really like you. I'm sure they don't mind doing something nice for you every once in a while. I think it'll be a nice experience for you. Just make sure to thank them honestly.
そっか。わかった。では甘えさせてもらおう。
Anyway, I'll go wake up Amane for now. Oh, wake up Amane now. Or wake Amane up now. There's still time until we have to leave, but we need to have breakfast first. The fan just expands on the story after they get caught. I see. There's a good chance Amane isn't close to being ready. Amane, I'm coming in.
まだ返事してないのに。
Ah, I see. The cursed sprite is back. When I enter the room, I find her in the middle of changing clothes. In the middle of her changing sprites. Oh no. Huh, I didn't expect you to be awake.
そりゃあね、言い出した私が遅れるわけにはいかないし。っていうか、なんで堂々と入ってきてるの？
She's very boxy now, you know. Well, I might as well take in the nice sight. I wish I could too, but I'm playing through the all ages version.
お兄って本当にエッチだよね。
What? Am I not allowed to appreciate my girlfriend's naked body? No. If you're not allowed to, I'm not allowed to. I mean, if I'm not allowed to, you're not allowed to. Other way around. Flip it around.
すっかり開き直っちゃって。
You can put on some clothes if you hate it so much.
見られて困るわけではないし。
Let's just hope that Noah doesn't walk in on Amane and Riku while they're doing this.
でもダメだよ。変なことしてたら遅刻しちゃうから。
I know. Noah will probably come check if we take too long too. Well, good thing you're up already. Do you have everything ready?
もちろん。忘れ物がないよう昨日の夜のうちに確認済み。
This is going to be a common occurrence, isn't it? And the problem is, I don't think I'd be able to change. If I had Amane's naked sprite, I would be able to, you know, crop out the titties so that you could have an actual sprite, but I don't think I'd be able to change the files. Good. I'll be downstairs. Get ready and don't go back to sleep.
待ったお兄。いつもの吸血終わらせておこうよ。
Oh, good idea. Actually, why don't you put on some clothes first?
邪魔した本人が言う？どうせ嬉しいくせに。
Well, I would rather see your sprite than the boxes that contain them. Of course, this is heaven.
開き直りすぎでしょ。
We have breakfast together shortly after. And once ready, we leave the house. We decided to meet at the station just like last time.
やっほー来たよいやー、お誘いいただきまして、誠にありがとうございます。
I just hope that the naked sprites not existing is not a common occurrence. Right? I hope that in the other routes when they show the naked sprite, it's just the same sprite but cut off. Alright, so it's just a floating ephemeral body. But at least the titties aren't there, and at least the sprite is shown. Let's just hope with Amane it's an exception.
いえ、こちらこそ急に誘ったりしてすみません。
全然気にしないでいいよ。誘ってもらえて本当に嬉しいんだから。しかも泊まり。
I think it's only Amane's. Thank God.
特にあまねちゃんに誘ってもらえたのがとっても嬉しい。仲良くなれたって証拠だもんね。
But are you saying you played through the all ages version?
まあ、はい。
Even though there wasn't a reason for you to? Because I don't think the game actually came out on Steam before it was taken down. So, outside of manually removing the adult files, there was no other way to play the all ages version.
何？
いえ、別に。
I don't know what she's feeling. I feel guilty for using them as camouflage, so we can get some alone time when it's met with some honest joy. When it's met with such honest joy. No, but I've seen someone else play through it. I enjoy watching others play VNs. After all, well, yeah, you're watching me play through it. I hope you weren't busy with anything. Was it? Here's the thing, right? The only other person I've seen play through Angelic Chaos is Beast. Actually, I don't know if he did play. Did he play through Angelic Chaos? He played through Kakanuke, right? It's
全然平気。っていうか。
hang on.
そんなに言われると、なんか来てほしくなかったみたいなんですけど。
You did, yes. Okay, there you go. Well, no. I don't know if he play. Here's the thing, right? He's playing through. He's recording the game, right? He's not streaming it, so he doesn't have a reason to play through the all ages version, right? I don't know. It'd be weird if it'd be weird for him to. But then again, I also like playing through the all ages versions, even for games off stream. Because, well, you saw with 9-9 that there were some sprites that they had to change, and some of the CGs they had to add clothes to. That made it a lot easier for me to, you know, he's lazy about editing, so he played through some of it using the all ages version. Okay, good. He's just like me. He's just like me for real. I did. I'm really thankful you came. But we know you have a lot of friends. I was wondering if you had plans with Shiraishi or Kinoshita or something.
タイミングが良かった。
Fuck.
ついこの前遊んだところだったから。
I hit my fucking mic.
今日明日はちょうど空いてたんだよね。宿題でもしようかと思ってたところ。
Huh? Are we not going the... are we not getting in the way of that?
大丈夫だってば。誘ってもらった時に2日空けなきゃって速攻で終わらせたから。
Whoa, that's something. Right, I almost forgot how good her grades are. Well, she that's the thing about Kurumi. She's very smart academically, but you wouldn't catch that from how she acts in real life. In real life, how she acts outside of school, how she acts outside of tests. Never mind. And I've heard she can do that just by paying attention in class with minimal studying at home. That's one hell of a noggin she has if she's able to focus like that.
ごめんなさい。待たせたかしら。もう皆さん揃っていたのですね。遅れてしまって申し訳ありません。遅れたというほどでもないよ。なんにせよ揃ったんだから。そんじゃま、行きますか。
This is our second trip to the beach this year, and coincidentally, this is we have been. This is the second time we've been to the beach, and this is also the second time we've seen the backs of Nanami and Chisaki. Fuck. Yeah, that's the name. They're also at the beach for the second time. What a coincidence. There's definitely more people than last time we came, and the sun's beating down on us with even more force. Though, strangely enough, I feel quite content despite the heat. Normally I would probably complain about it endlessly. But having found a girlfriend and being together with her here, it makes it seem like such a small thing. I guess love really does change your perspective on life.
でも意外だったな。海に誘ってもらえるなんて。
Yeah, but it doesn't change the fact that Kurumi's swimsuit still looks like my mom's.
いや、もちろん嬉しいんだけどさ。あまねちゃん、暑いのも人混みも苦手っぽかったし。誘ってもらえるとしても、ゲームとか、もっと人の少ないところだと思ってたから。
ああ、基本的にはくるみ先輩の言う通りなんですけどね。でもやっぱ夏といえば海かなって。いつもはずっと家にこもってましたけど、今年はこれまでとは違うこともありましたし、夏の思い出も欲しいかなって。ね、お兄。
Yeah, I like that idea. We have Noah, Kaguya, and Orie now. And you're our friend now too, Kohibari. It'd be a waste of a good summer just staying in our rooms all day. Going out every day would be too exhausting, but making memories isn't bad in and of itself.
そうだね。せっかくの夏休み、普段できないことをしてかないとね。にしても、僕たちまで泊まっていいのかい？スイートルームだっけ？
Suite room. I thought a suite was a... Wait, no, I thought a suite was multiple rooms.
構わないわよ。一泊するだけなのに、あんなだだっ広い部屋を占有してもしょうがない。それに、割り勘って言うんでしょ？みんなで出し合って泊まるんだから、遠慮する必要もないわよ。
I mean, a hotel room technically has multiple rooms, but it's still called a hotel room, so never mind.
姫様。いいじゃない。ちょうど5人で泊まれる部屋だったんだから。
But like, a suite is more than just the bedroom and the bathroom. No, never mind. Most of the people going to the beach live around the area. It's not some special tourist attraction that people come from other prefectures to visit a lot. Though there's a hotel within walking distance, I wouldn't call it a luxury establishment or anything. They do have some suites to accommodate families, but they're well priced, all things considered. If we split it between 5, it's not that different from renting a normal room.
織江だってみんなと一緒が嫌というわけではないんでしょ？それは、はい。嫌などというつもりは一切ありません。 いえ、今更ですね。気にしないでください。
僕たちはそれでいいけど、すまないリク。僕たちが一緒の部屋なのにリクは一人になってしまって。
Oh, don't worry about it.
私はリクと一緒の部屋に泊まることも全然構わないんだけど。
I'm sure Riku wouldn't mind either, but Amane would. So,
いけません。万が一のことを考えると、谷風さんが別の意味で魔王化するかもしれません。
Riku has his own room. I know where this is going. Here's my problem, right? And it has nothing to do with the visual novel, because here's the thing. I brought this up before, where I read a visual novel where the main character and his sister start dating, right? It's the only manga I've ever read where it's actually blood related siblings, right? And there is an entire scene where they get caught, you know, doing couple stuff by their friends. And in the manga, it is also at a, well, it's at a beach house or whatever, right? And their excuse is that they're cousins. Now here's the problem. Later on, right, in the series, their friends find out that they aren't actually cousins. And, well, it hits the fan. Now here's the problem. There's no excuse in Angelic Chaos that Riku has if they ever get caught by their friends. Because Amane, and because everyone knows that Amane and Riku are siblings. Now, they could go down the... Well, no, I was going to say they could go down the 9-9 route, where Noah and Miyako both realize that, you know, that Kakeru did some stuff with his sister, and they both tried to justify it with, oh, you aren't actually blood related, until he, you know, confessed that they were actually blood related. So, you say you know where this is going. The problem is, I can't think of any other possibility as to where this is going other than me referencing back to the manga that I read, where there was a similar situation of this happening. I get it. I don't want to stay in the same room with you. I don't want to stay in the same room as you all either. I'd just make things awkward. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested in checking out the suite room at all. Though it's true that it'll be easier to relax on my own. Most VNs just blow it off, as it's not our place to tell you what to do. Right. I mean, as much of, as big of a cop-out as that is, it's like the main focus of the visual novel isn't the conflict of the blood-related siblings dating each other, right? Because in most visual novels, it's just one route out of many. So why make the conflict in the sibling route more complex than it needs to be? Even though this could all easily be thrown out the window, right? There doesn't need to be any conflict if you just make them cousins or step siblings, right? That's what Riddle Joker did when, you know, when they're like, it's kind of weird that you're dating your sister, but you're technically not blood related, so I guess it's fine. Speaking of Riddle Joker, where is Satoru, Nanami? Why are you with Chisaki? And I wouldn't want anyone to hear me snoring.
なに？お兄もしかして寂しい？妹が一緒に寝てあげようか？
No thanks. I'd rather not.
ま、何かあったら部屋まで来てちょうだい。それくらいのことなら、織江も問題ないでしょ？
はい。それでしたら問題はありませんが。
There's another thing I could think of how the scenario is going. If Riku gets his own room, that means possibly Amane late at night, right? While everyone else is asleep, Amane sneaks in to Riku's room and they do stuff together. And, you know, she stays in his room until they get caught sleeping together. Or, coincidentally, someone else also wakes up and has to go to the bathroom or whatever, right? I don't know. It's another. It's still another cliche thing that you see, where, you know, two people are together, but they want to keep it a secret from their friends. But then they eventually get caught when they're doing stuff together because another friend is fucking going to the bathroom or whatever, and you know, is confused as to why Amane is not in the room and goes to investigate. You think she's going to wait for night to do you? Well, I mean, she did seem pretty desperate she did seem pretty desperate last scene, so who knows? Fuck, I keep bumping into the mic.
まあまあ、どのみちあの部屋の上限は5人だし。絶対に2部屋に分かれることになったんだから。ここは一つ、谷風くんに甘えさせてもらおうよ。
All I know is that it's going to be pretty comedic when they get caught.
それよりもみんなで遊ぼうよ。そういえば、織江？
Because it's not an if they get caught, it's a when, because they'll obviously get caught.
あなた、着替えるのが早かったみたいだけど、ちゃんと日焼け止めを塗ってるの？
いえ、どうせ脱ぐことはないでしょうから。
ダメよ、そんなの。万が一ということもあるでしょうし。
Now, does Orie... Well, first I should ask, do they go to the beach in Orie's route?
前回もあなた、なんだかんだで上着を脱ぐこともあったでしょ？
あれは特殊な状況だったと言いますか。
And my second thing is, if they do go to the beach, does Orie actually have a swimsuit under her jacket?
その特殊が起きないという保証はないでしょ？ほら、塗ってあげるから。
Never mind, I don't think I have to wait.
素早く塗ってしまわないとね。くるみも手伝ってくれる？
It's white, I believe. Yeah, there it is. Well, Kaguya just answered my question.
はいさ、お任せ。
Not the first question, but I don't think that matters anymore.
いや、二人してそんな。
織江、隠しちゃダメよ。濡れなくなっちゃうから。
What do you mean by that?
そうそう、じっとして。じっとしてればすぐに終わるからね。
This is something for sure. It's already apparent when they wear their uniforms, but I try not to think of it. But looking at their swimsuits, it's really hard for your eyes not to wonder. Amane's literally right next to you, Riku. Maybe you should stop staring so hard. Those two really are something. And Orie isn't too far behind either. She's nowhere as big as those two, but she's pretty well endowed compared to the average. The three of them huddle up together around the struggling Orie. The motions of their jiggling boobs is strangely hypnotic in a sense.
何やらハレンチなことを考えている顔だ。
Well, I was hoping Amane would comment on it, but Noah beat her to the punch. Don't even start.
いいや、今お兄は何かハレンチなことを考えてた。そんな顔してた。
Yeah, Riku. Why were you staring at Kurumi and Kaguya's tits when you could have been staring at Amane's? She's just as big. Maybe a bit smaller, but, you know, still bigger than Orie. I think. You're just imagining things. Assuming isn't nice.
ふーん。
I'm not lying to her. I was just enjoying the scene unfolding in front of me. It's not like I'm gonna try anything. Not in her rat, at least. Or at least, that's the excuse I would normally use. But I can see that won't work. While I have no desire to cheat, I was still ogling other women.
ほら、いつまでもあの3人を見てないで。場所取り行くよ。
Yeah, I know. Thank God she didn't say ogle me instead. We proceed to enjoy our time at the beach. We're only staying in the hotel for one night, so I left most of my stuff back in the room. I just brought a towel to mark our spot on the beach. Since the hotel is pretty close by, I can come and go in my swimsuit. It might be a bit of a problem if I waltz in there all soaked, but I should be fine if I wait to get dry a little. Well, that's what the towel is for, to dry you off. Don't tell me you only brought one towel, and you already placed it on the beach, so now it's covered in sand, and now you don't have another towel to dry yourself off if you want to go back to the hotel. Not very good foresight there. So today, I don't have to carry our stuff around all day, so I can walk around a little more. That said, I don't really feel like walking around too much under the blistering sun. In the end, I simply lay around on the beach while watching everyone have fun.
ああ、またハレンチなこと考えてる顔だ。
No, if he was having dirty thoughts, we would be seeing the sprites of the girls he's having dirty thoughts about, alright? I am not. I was just spacing out this time.
今回は？じゃあやっぱりさっきはハレンチなこと考えてたんだ。
That's not what I said. But, well, I wasn't really thinking of anything. I just kind of stared without thinking.
おっぱい好き？
Obviously. Yeah.
この流れで素直に認めるか、この野郎。
I can't lie about that.
ちゅー。でもさ、お兄。揉めない巨乳より、揉める美乳だと思わない？
Excuse me? What? Are you a genius?
世の中には日を追う者は一致も得ずって言葉もあるんだから、揉めない巨乳を求めて美乳まで揉めなくなっても知らないよ。
Is that a threat? I really don't think you need to be so afraid. I've said it again and again. You're the only woman in this world I want to make happy with. I want to make happy. I don't know where the with came from.
くそー。こんなのわざとらしいって分かってるのに。分かってるのに嬉しくなっちゃうとか。私ってばちょろすぎ。
Don't do anything in public, alright? I'm the same way. So, you're perfect. We're perfect for each other. I love you, Amane. There he goes. He finally said it.
私も好き。だけど。
But like, why they have to say it in public? What is it? Are you okay?
悔しい。ここが外でなかったらお兄に抱きついてる。
So if we weren't in public, I could enjoy her beautiful boobs right now. Yeah, if only you weren't staring at other women's tits. If I said that right now, she'd probably call me disgusting or something. I feel like, no, because she's also a pervert. So like, you know, but I think she'd still let me feel them up anyway. Actually, you can be pretty jealous, huh? You think?
はあ？お兄何言ってんの？
Did the interaction you have with her last time not give it away?
当たり前じゃん。好きな人のことなんだから嫉妬くらいするでしょ普通。
I mean, yeah. But I thought you were more, open-minded and stuff. You didn't used to be so protective, did you?
これまではお兄のことを諦めなきゃいけないと思ってたから。言っとくけど私、同担拒否なタイプだから。
I never expected you to. She did threaten to do self-destructive things if I didn't give her attention.
でも今は違うし、これが私。お兄の中のイメージと違ってた？
Just a little. It doesn't mean I don't like it, though. I know it can be pretty slow, so I'm happy you feel comfortable speaking up if I do something you don't like.
にしても、二人っきりになるって結構難しいもんだね。
Yeah, that's why you should wait until they're all asleep and you can sneak into his room and then get caught by someone who's going to the bathroom or getting a glass of water from the fridge or from the kitchen. I mean, like in other series, really. We're alone now. We wouldn't be able to talk like this otherwise.
そうだけど、そうじゃなくて、イチャイチャするのが難しいって話。
Not much we can do about that, to be honest. If we disappeared out of nowhere, I think they'd get worried rather than suspicious.
それはそうなんだけど、海じゃない方が良かったのかな。
I'm fine with this. Well, not totally. At the very least, I'm glad we came here. I'm really happy I get to see you in your swimsuit again. Though last time, I just saw her as my sister. Looking at her from a new perspective like this is making me kind of excited. Actually, that swimsuit is pretty risque, isn't it?
ん？そう？
Yeah, really? I mean, sure, it's a two-piece, but like... Especially that string part below the fabric. I didn't think he would bring it up, but... You know what? Sure.
お兄さ、マジで紐にこだわりすぎ。
The man loves strings. He loves when it accentuates the plump, alright? That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. Other guys will start staring if you wear stuff like that.
それって嫉妬だよね。お兄も人のこと言えないじゃん。
Yeah, I think I might be kind of possessive too. I don't want other men staring at my girlfriend, because I love you.
そうやってさ、いきなり照れるなんて卑怯。そんな風に言ってもらえると嬉しくなるじゃん。
Is it that bad?
なんかさ、私ばっかりお兄が好きなんじゃないかって思ってたから。
Why would you think that?
なんとなく私ばっかり動揺してる気がするからかな。
That's not true. I'm pretty nervous too. I really do love you too.
やっぱりダメだ。そんな嬉しいこと言われたらさらに独占したくなっちゃうじ
Where is Noah during this whole conversation? Let's hope that none of the other girls are close by. You know, I'd like that too. But it's kind of hard right now. If the two of us disappeared somewhere to get intimate, everyone would get worried. And it'd probably get to the point where we couldn't lie our way out of it.
こうなったら仕方ないか。
What are you doing? What? Hang on a minute. What?
内緒。
Right. Worried.
私かき氷買ってくる。
Huh? Oh, I'll go with you.
いいよ。お兄はここにいて。むしろここから動くの禁止。
I don't have a good feeling about this. Why?
普段の私たちのことを考えると、どっちかが買いに行く方が自然でしょ？
Right. Okay, you go.
了解。じゃあ行ってくる。
Okay. I nod and Amane heads off. On the way, she calls out to Noah and Kohibari to accompany her.
ノアちゃん、くるみ先輩、海の家行きません？かき氷が食べたくって。かき氷？
いいね、行こう行こう。のあちゃんは味はどうするの？
そうだね。ブルーハワイにしておこうか。ブルーハワイ。その名前からはどんな味なのか想像もできない。気になる。
確かに想像できないよね。でもまあかき氷のシロップって味は全部一緒なんだけどね。
Yeah, her worldview has completely shattered.
知らなかった？かき氷のシロップって香料と色が違うだけで味は同じらしいよ。
バカな！僕は前回確かにイチゴとメロンの味を。
私も全然同じじゃないと思うんだけどね。これはガチらしい。
なんと、そんな、よもやそんなことが。
だから別々のかき氷を注文して味をシェアして改めて確かめてみよう。
Well, no, if you're trying to do a blind taste test to see if they taste the same, you can't look at you can't know what color it is, or else you'll associate the colors with those flavors. It looks like Amane is managing to keep it cool. That makes it harder for me to try to get her what? Get more of her time. Sure. All I can do is sit here and wait. It probably won't take long for her to come back, but still, I feel strangely uneasy. This is bad. I can't be getting all restless as soon as she walks away for a moment. Maybe I'm more like her than I thought. I'm definitely feeling that strong urge to keep her all to myself. I guess we're siblings that grew up together, so it's not strange that we have some things in common. Look at the horizon. I look at the horizon as I ponder upon these feelings. After a while, the sound of quick footsteps on the sand brings me back to reality.
谷風くん大変！あまねちゃんが怪我しちゃって。
What? How?
驚かせてごめん。怪我って言っても足をひねっただけなんだけどね。本人は大したことないって言ってはいるんだけど、なんかうまく立ち上がれないみたいで。
Okay. I should go just in case.
ごめん、お兄。
Don't worry about me. How are you feeling?
足の方はひどくないと思う。ただ、ちょっとクラクラして。
もしかしたら熱中症かな。なんせこの日差しだし。 その場合はどうするんだっけ？
Ah. Okay. So Amane twisted her ankle. That means she has to be taken back to the hotel room. And Riku, being the man, can take her back to the hotel room. And then they have an excuse to be alone together. Genius. Make sure she stays hydrated and rests in a cool place for now, probably. Let's get you to the hotel room. There's AC and a bed for you to rest in there.
それがいいだろうね。早速運んだ方が良さそうだ。
I'll take care of that.
悪いけどよろしくお願いします。
No worries.
ごめんね、ノアちゃん。くるみ先輩も楽しい雰囲気に水を差してしまって。
そんなことは気にしないでいいよ。そうだ。まずは自分の体を心配した方がいい。僕も一緒に行くよ。
いい、そこまでしてもらうほどじゃないって。
Yeah, that ruined the plan if someone else came along.
涼しい部屋で休めば全然問題ないし、お兄がいれば事足りるってば。
まあ、運ぶのは谷風くん一人で十分か。
そうです。だから全然気にしないでください。私のせいで二人の時間を奪うのも申し訳ないですし、せっかくの海なのに。
What about my time, huh?
お兄はいいの。どのみち浜辺でぼーっとしてるだけなんだしさ。
Well, yeah, I can't deny that. Alright. It's kind of my job to look after my sister anyway. I can take care of putting her to bed on my own. You two go and have fun.
気を使ってもらうのは申し訳ないから。
そういうことなら、わかったよ。
Yeah, let's hope they don't get suspicious.
でも、飲み物くらいはあった方がいいよね。すぐに買ってくるから。
Let's hope that none of the girls need to get something from the hotel room when they do stuff, when they're in the middle of doing stuff.
僕も行こう。
Are you sure you're okay? You don't need to push yourself.
無理はしてない。大したことないのも本当だよ。一瞬立ちくらみはしたけど、足も全然ひどいものじゃないから、それに関しては本当に心配いらないよ。
Alright, if you say so.
でも、一応ホテルに戻って休みたいかも。
Yeah? It is pretty hot out here. That's a good idea.
あと、おんぶしてほしいかも。また倒れたりしたら大変だし。
Yeah, I don't mind. Go ahead. I crash down for her, and she presses herself against my back without a moment of hesitation.
よろしくお願いします。
Yeah, alright.
お待たせ。とりあえずお茶とスポドリと、まあ、いろいろ。
Thanks.
何かあれば、すぐに知らせてくれ。
Yeah, will do. We'll get back to the hotel room. Back to the hotel. Just assume we're fine if I don't call, okay? Yeah, don't walk in on us, alright? Don't go back to the hotel room anytime soon, alright?
わかった。
Also, please tell Kaguya and Orie for us.
すみません。それじゃあちょっと休憩してきますね。
ちゃんとしっかり休んでね。
はい。ありがとうございます。
See you later. And so I carry Amane on my back to the hotel. I forgot to get the key to the suite room.
お兄の部屋がいい。
You sure? Huh? Why?
狭い方がエアコンの効きも良さそうだから？
Well, I don't really mind. I take Amane to my room just as she asked. I'll put you down. There.
ありがとう、お兄。
She looks weird without the hat. That's all I'm gonna say. How's your leg? Does it hurt?
あ、そっちは全然平気。さっき言った通り、ひねったってほどじゃないから。
That's good. Do you still feel lightheaded?
そっちも心配してもらうほどではないかな。立ちくらみもあの時だけで、それ以降にはないかな。多分。
Go to his room, no need to explain away the smell afterwards. Yeah, you know. Riku was just feeling... Yeah, never mind. I can't even use that joke because everyone still thinks that Riku can't get it up. So I can't even say, oh, Riku just got a bit horny and was doing some jerking it, you know. Amane, she was sleeping, so she didn't know. You know, the role reversal.
うん、
Amane.
嘘はついてないよ、嘘は。多少は大げさになっちゃったかもしれないけど、立ちくらみだってほんと。
And you just ran with it?
えへ？
Uh,
お兄と一緒に過ごしたかったんだよ。私、お兄ちゃんが超大好きなんだもん。もうマジ無理、セックスしよう。
I take it back. She isn't keeping it cool at all. But it's not like I'm any better. I'll apologize to the others, but that can wait.
お兄が望む揉める美乳がここにあるんだよ。ほれほれ。
Yeah. What did she say again? Tits in your hand is better than hundreds of tits in the bushes or whatever. You really don't feel bad at all, do you? I'm not gonna hold back if we do this, just so you know.
そんなのどうせできないくせに。
Yeah, I guess you have a point.
いいよ。遠慮とかしなくて。ほらお兄。しないの？
Just make sure not to make any noises. For me, as the streamer, I mean. You know, I don't think they'd get caught if they're too loud in the bedroom, but like, I don't want to hear them making a lot of kissing sounds, alright? Why you think you're gonna get me to run away by taunting me?
思わない。
Especially because I'm streaming this. My reasoning is completely shot thanks to her unbelievably sensual temptation. Not thinking anymore. I push her onto the bed.